Hi everyone, in this video, I am going to talk about who is eligible for a fourth COVID-19 vaccine dose, as a seventh wave of COVID-19 begins sweeping across Canada, with the Omicron BA.5 subvariant driving transmission. Some provinces are expanding eligibility for a fourth dose of the vaccine. The National Advisory Committee on Immunization released its guidance for a fall booster campaign late last month. The federal advisory body recommended that those with increased risk of severe illness from COVID-19 should be offered a shot in the fall, adding that anyone between the ages of 12 and 64 may also be eligible at that time. Although all provinces are offering a fourth dose to eligible groups, as of June 19, just over half of Canadians have yet to receive their third dose. According to the Public Health Agency of Canada, most provinces are already offering a fourth shot or, for the general population, a second booster, as some immunocompromised individuals receive a third shot during their primary series, to their most vulnerable residents. Some such as Quebec and PEI have expanded eligibility substantially. Those who would most benefit from a fourth dose are people on the older end of the spectrum and people with underlying medical conditions that put them at greater risk for severe infection, Bogic said, speaking specifically to the eligibility guidelines in July 2022. That's what the data suggests, he said. So even if it's opened up, just remember, that's who would most benefit from a fourth dose. Last week, the government expanded eligibility for a fourth shot. All individuals 18 and older can now book a fourth shot if 6 months have passed since their third shot. Appointments begin on July 13. For those who have recently had COVID-19, a fourth shot is not recommended until 3 months have passed. All individuals aged 50 and older and all immunocompromised people aged 12 and older are eligible to receive a fourth dose. In accordance with NACI's guidelines, the territory recommends that individuals wait at least 6 months after their third dose before booking another shot. Residents of aged 18 and older are eligible for a fourth dose if it has been 4.5 months since their last dose. Some jurisdictions are prioritizing specific age groups. Everyone aged 12 and up can receive a booster shot if 6 months have passed since their last dose, though those eligible are advised to wait until fall. The province currently recommends a fourth dose for individuals aged 70 and older. People in long-term care or awaiting placement in long-term care, Indigenous people aged 55 and older, and all immunocompromised people. Those 70 and up are eligible for a fourth dose. First Nations, Métis and Inuit people aged 65 and older, and all seniors living in congregate care settings, regardless of age. According to the most recently available data from PHAC, 38% of Alberta's population has received a third dose. All individuals 50 and over are eligible for a fourth dose if it's been at least 4 months since they received their last shot. Groups eligible for a fourth dose of the vaccine are individuals aged 50 and older. First Nations, Métis and Inuit people aged 30 and up, residents of personal care homes and elderly people living in congregate settings, and moderately to severely immunocompromised individuals aged 18 to 49. As of July 14 all adults aged 18 to 59 who had a third shot at least 5 months ago, or 3 months since a COVID-19 infection, will be eligible for a fourth. Previously, the eligible groups were those aged 60 and older and First Nations, Métis and Inuit people who are 18 and older. According to public health officials, Quebec and Ontario entered the seventh wave of the pandemic last week, with the Omicron BA.5 subvariant dominating in both provinces. Meanwhile, has expanded fourth dose eligibility to all residents aged 18 and older, though a provincial spokesperson confirmed to CBC News that the province is prioritizing people 60 years and up, all individuals with underlying medical conditions, and anyone at a higher risk of complications from COVID-19. The chief public health officer announced last week that the province has expanded eligibility for a fourth shot to every resident aged 12 and up, as COVID-19 case numbers rise among islanders. Starting July 20, anyone over 50 will be eligible for a fourth dose of the vaccine. Until then, those eligible are people aged 70 and older, all individuals living in a congregate setting for seniors, and Indigenous people or individuals living in a remote or isolated Indigenous community aged 18 and up. As of July 12, all residents of aged 18 and up are eligible for a fourth dose of the vaccine if it has been 5 months since their last shot. Chief Medical Officer of Health, Dr. Jennifer Russell, announced the decision as hospitalizations rise across the province. Current guidelines allow fourth doses for people aged 50 and older if 168 days have passed since their last dose. For all residents of long-term care and senior congregate settings, members of First Nations communities who are 55 and older, and immunocompromised people aged 50 and older, the recommended interval between doses is 120 days. In the end, I would like to request you please like the video and subscribe Canada Immigration Explore YouTube channel, and also share this video to your friends and family members for Canada immigration updates. Thank you. See you in the next video. Take care.